Hi guys, welcome to episode 3 of my new Rive Character Animation course. So, we've done our walk cycle, and before you can learn how to run, you have to learn how to walk. So, today we're going to learn how to run. Hope you enjoy this one.
So I'm back here in Blender again to show you how the run cycle works. So I'm using the same method like we did with the walk cycle, this basic drawings that I did in grease pencil. So a run cycle is very similar to the walk cycle. It also has 4 poses, but they're more extreme and they're slightly different. So this is our first pose. This is the contact pose for the run cycle. You'll see that this leg is straight and it touches the ground, and then this one is up there in the air. So that's the one big difference is with the run cycle, both legs are not on the ground at the same time. Then we go to the next one. This is our down position. With the down position, the foot comes back, and then this one goes in and it's almost like a mix between the passing position and the down position. Then we go to the next one, which is an up position. This is the classic type of thing that you see if you see an icon of someone running. They're always in this position where the foot is up and the knee is point up there and the toes are pointing back. And then for our final position, we've got the up position where the character is completely airborne. So he lifted himself off the ground and now he's in the air. And if I play everything, this is what it looks like. And you can see this is a convincing run cycle. So we're going to do this now in Rive. So I'm back here in Rive and I've created this new timeline called Run, Forest, Run. And we are going to animate this little guy in a run position. So it's basically the same as I did with the previous one, the walk cycle. So it's a 5-second timeline with a loop. And then work area, and it's also on 1 second, 24 frames per second. So I'm going to take a slightly different approach here. How I'm going to animate this is I'm going to look at my reference, and then basically I'm just going to sculpt the body so it follows the reference for each pose. So I brought the hips down slightly. Then I'm going to go to the front ankle, bring it forward, make it straight. Zoom in a bit with the toe, select the toe, bring that up. I think this one can go forward even a bit more. Front ankle. And then just make sure we've got a keyframe on the Y as well. And then let's work on the back. So for the back ankle, we want to bring it all the way back there and then up like that. And let me just frame everything. Press the artboard and F and then bring the toe down. And that's more or less what we want for the first one. Bring this one a bit so that the leg's quite straight. So then we go period key 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to go into the down position. We bring this character down quite a bit. We take the toe, the front toe, and just press 0 so it's flat on the ground now. But what I actually want to do is I want to make it sooner. So let's do it on the very next frame because the run cycle is a bit faster. Then we just make sure that we copy this one again and paste it there. And then what we want for the back leg, the front leg can go back a bit. What we want for the back leg is we want the back leg to pass the front leg. Is this because this is a down and passing position all in one, like I said previously when we looked at the reference. So yeah, that's basically, I'm just sculpting this character according to the reference. That that's all the best way I can explain what I'm doing now. So to bring this one forward, place that one there. And then very importantly, we need to put another keyframe on the toe as well, on the back toe. And then copy the keyframe from on the front ankle for the Y. Because if I don't copy that, if I go into the next frame where we go airborne, it's going to look funny. It's going to interpolate from that keyframe, and we want everything to be constant as it is here. So let's go forward 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And now we're in the classic position where the body lifts off. So we're going to take the hip and bring it up quite a bit until the toe is, the heel is off the ground. We're going to go to the front ankle, bring it back, and then make sure we put a keyframe on the Y as well. Then we're going to go to the back ankle, bring this one up and put it into that classic runner's pose like that. And the back toe, I'm just going to put a keyframe. And the front toe also, make sure you've got a keyframe. So this is what I've basically got now. And then 3 more. Now we're airborne. So the hips go up even more. And this foot comes back. Back in the air like that. And the toe goes down. And this foot comes front to the front, and then for the back toe we just need to make it straight like that. So this is what we've got. So this is almost the same. Everything is almost animated. Now we just need to copy and paste. I've just went to selected everything and gave it cubic interpolation. So now we're going to go to 3, forward 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we need to keep our wits about, because now we're going to mirror it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the hip controller for the first one on the first frame, copy and paste it there, and then just copy everything we've got. Just copy it again. And we've got our hip loop. And I just need to put close it here. And then now I need to take the front ankle and all of these guys and copy that to the back ankle. And I need to take the back ankle, these guys, and copy it to the front ankle. And then we close the loop. So we just select all of these, copy, paste. Okay, now let's do the same with the feet. So we go to the middle, and then we copy these guys, the front toe, we put in for the back toe, and then the back toe, paste that into the front toe. And now it should work. Okay, that's basically the legs and the upper body movement done. Let me just select everything and make sure we've got the right interpolation. And that's basically the first part of the run cycle done. Now I'm just going to do something quite cool. I'm going to add some additional upwards animation. See, we've animated the hip in a Y position, but now I'm going to take the whole character and scoot him up. So we go to this pose here, the pose where we're getting ready to lift off, and we go into character, put a Y keyframe there, and then go forward to where the guy is in the air and nudge that one up. And then we copy this keyframe. And then we select all of them, give it cubic interpolation, go into the graph editor. Now we're going to do that same thing we did earlier with the sort of bouncing ball effect. So I'll select this one, make it straight. Select this one, bring it out like that and like that. So we've got this sort of animation. Press this one again. Just make sure that we bring it out there. And it just gives that some extra bounce. You can see on the first loop it works. Now we have to just copy it over to the second section. So I'm just going to go out here of the graph editor. I'm going to take this whole thing, go to the second section where it's in the, I call it the lift off pose, and then just paste it. So that just makes it look a bit nicer. Okay, let's work on the arms. Okay, the same principle applies for the arms. If the front leg is in the front, then the front arm goes to the back. So I'm going to put it there. And just like that. The arms in the animation of the arms in the run cycle is quite vigorous because there's a lot of movement happening in the arms. It's almost like you drive the motion from the arms. If you look at a top athlete, they all have very big arms, like a sprinter, like Usain Bolt. So there's a lot of movement happening in the arms. So what I've done here is I've just taken this one, put it back there, and then come forward and did this. So now it goes in the other direction. And then let me just copy these guys here, copy and paste them. So that's the front arm, and then for the back arm we're going to do the same we did with the legs. We're just going to copy them over. So select that. Let me just select the back arm, control select, put a rotation, and the back forearm also a rotation keyframe. And then I'm going to take these two, copy them, make sure I'm on back arm here, and then paste them. And now I just copy these guys and close the loop again. Okay, and that's basically the arms. All I'm going to do the same trick as I did with the walk cycle and just offset them. So copy them, paste them, bring them all forward. Like so, and then just select the forearm and control shift select the back forearm and nudge them. Let's go 3 and see what it looks like. We can even go a bit more. Okay, to finish up, we're just going to do the torso quickly, the animation on the body. And this is basically going to be the same as for the walk cycle. It's the same principle. It's just maybe a bit more accentuated, especially on the torso. So let me find the torso quickly. Torso R, and I'm just going to put a keyframe there. Or for the first one, I'm just going to sort of align it a bit. So there's like a center line running through the character. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to the down pose. Now we're going to bring it down. Then we're going to continue and go into the airborne position, and we're just going to take it slightly to the other side. So he's balancing himself out when he jumps. So basically we've got a jump motion happening here. And as the character jumps up, we want him to balance himself out. So that's what we've done there. Then we just go back to the second contact, copy this one, paste it, select all of them, give them cubic interpolation, copy and paste them. And then we go to the end, copy all of them, paste them again. So, okay, let's just scoot that over to the beginning. We'll do the offset once we've done all of them. Then the next one we're going to go to is the neck. So neck R, same thing. The neck's going to be less extreme because the further you go up in the kinetic chain, with this type of thing, the less extreme the motion is. So this one is fine. And we go 1, 2, 3. Maybe just give him -3. Not as much. And then we're going to go to our airborne position, which is here on frame 8. And we're just going to go in the opposite direction, go to 1. Just a subtle move. We don't want anything extreme here. And then copy it again. And now we've got 1/2 of the walk cycle. So we just give it cubic interpolation, copy everything, paste it, select everything, copy it, go to the end and paste it. And we just bring it here to the front. And then let's work on the head quickly. So the head also, this one is fine. I'm just going to leave it like that. And then when we get to the third keyframe, bring the head down ever so slightly, not too much. Then we go back to the up one. I'm just going to copy this one so I've got a reference, because I just want to scoot it slightly into the opposite direction, just ever so slightly. Like I said, this is the highest point in the kinetic chain, so there's going to be less movement here. And then we do the same when we get back down. We copy that. Now we've got the 1/2 of the walk cycle. Copy everything, paste it. You should know by now how to do this. And take them all to the front. Okay, so now we're going to work on the offset. So I want the torso to be offset by about 2 frames. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the torso, hold and shift, select both the neck and the head, and then move all of them 1, 2. Now I want the neck to be offset to the torso with 2 frames. So I select the neck and the head and press 1, 2. And then, as you guessed it, for the head, we want the same to be offset 2 frames. So it's 1, 2. And we get something that looks like this, which is quite nice. I think this is quite a nice run cycle. Congratulations, guys. You've just created your first run cycle.